We're going live now. I don't know if is the music coming through. Oh. All right, we're in. Unfortunately. Remember, kids, this ain't YouTube Kids anymore. Alright, we just gonna wait for people to come in. They're probably thinking, what on earth? Well, you know, I don't blame them. But I don't know. I'll text you. Or I snapped you what our rating is. Okay, so I've got my I've got one viewer on the thing. We're gonna wait and see if anybody else comes in surprised, like what on earth is going on. Yeah, one view. Nick Johnson, you're a trooper. I apologize. Well, welcome to the shit show. Alright, well, I'm just updating my Instagram bio with the stream and just be like, yo, live stream. Oh, we'll get there. England, because, you know, it's a reskinned Hogwarts Express. Yeah. Oh, wait, heck, I don't see you on the, what the heck is you? Okay, so I can't put it in full screen or else you disappear. Yeah, let me try cheating it. Well, yeah, but I'm like trying to get you in the stream. Which, this is working now. Let's see if we got... Oh, we're up to 3 people. Yeah. So, yeah, basically. Is it? Oh, you got it pulled up on the inside page. Well, I suppose we can open it up, see how it looks on stream. We can just, I'll wait for people to get in. Dude, La Coretta was good. It's hard to hear the other person. Okay, Garrett, I'm gonna bump your audio and see what happens. They want Garrett, and I don't blame them. Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, I've got Garrett turned all the way up. Hey, Painter Train Productions, could you say if you can hear him any better at all? We're just going to wait and see if anyone else joins in on this. Yeah.
I think you're also, like, frozen on my screen, so get hacked.
I don't think I'm frozen on the live stream, so I'll take it. You just need to hear my poor voice and not see my poor face.
That's valid.
Yeah. Dude, I should drop the stream in Railfan Hell and just be like, hey, if anyone's not doing anything.
Oh.
Nah.
Nah, it's not worth the time.
Yeah. Don't join Railfan Hell, kids.
Scary place.
Yes.
I couldn't even find it when I searched it up on Google or on Facebook. I couldn't find it.
Yeah. Alright, well, we could just get into it.
Let's just do it.
Alright, hey, I just waiting to get see if I can get a confirmation on if your audio's any better.
I mean, I can hear you fine on my end, but...
Yeah, actually, let me pull it up I'm gonna do some Inception. Can you say something? Yeah. Alright, well, get into it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, you are really quiet. Heck. I absolutely hate. Welcome to the boomer problem where we can't figure out how to work things. As in, I'm the boomer. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Scenic Rail Productions. We're dealing with my incompetency with Skype right now. So that's where we're at.
So I guess I'm so quiet.
Yeah. It's all good. I can see if I can bump down my own audio. With the weird Inception screen, you know. All right.
Dear friend, since 1900, when Joshua Lionel founded what became America's most beloved toy company, Lionel Trains has been on a mission to create something that would bring families together, yada yada, build bands, generations, okay, cool, Lionel is cool. Adults can be kids. 2020 is cool.
All right.
20 years. Many employees will friend. 1900, when Joshua Lionel founded what became America's most beloved toy company, Lionel Trains has been on a mission to create something that bring families.
Oh yeah, now I had that on, so it's gonna get weird Inception on the stream. Okay, I turned myself down. Hi, Pensy Productions. Glad to see you're in the chat. If anyone could just give us an audio confirmation on if I sound any quieter and Garrett sounds any better. Just because, that'd be where we're at right now. Dude, right? Yeah, Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I got it on the timeline as well. You want to talk about feeling old? It's like, hey, when the Polar Express set came out, I remember that. I was there. I was a kid. I feel like I wouldn't have been able to appreciate it, but it's like, you think about it now, that would have been a Gold Hudson with TMCC. Yeah. You both are quiet. I don't even know. Okay, you're still quiet. I'm just here and just see if
Just go commit die.
yeah. Okay, so I've taken Garrett off my headphones and we're just doing this without headphones and we're just gonna see if that's any better. That's about where I'm at right now.
Yeah. Would you ever consider getting that Lionel Lines 120, the 120 set? The GS4. It's not. Wait, it is a Vision One. So like the GS4 and like the passenger car, the dome, baggage car, and diner.
Yeah.
See how much this would add up to roughly. $2,000 in the engine. About let's just say 700 easy figuring on the cars. For the 4-pack. Then the other one I'm again rounding down because I'm dumb to 300. So we're already at $3,000. And then
okay, I think I fixed your audio.
So 3350, and then basically 350 again. So like $3,700 for all this.
I mean, I like the idea of it. I think the daylight's kind of cute in that paint scheme. Like, it doesn't look bad.
No, it's not the worst thing I've seen, but I mean, like, so you have the Lionel lines on the tender, but then like right behind it, you have like the weird like logo with the 120 on. That's kind of off to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
And seeing a GS4 in blue, it's just kind of funky. But
I mean, personally, I
mean,
think there's worse offenders out there. Like 115 years, they actually
the
did.
Chrome Burke,
Yeah, the
yeah,
Chrome Burke, and it's like, oof,
that's pretty dumb.
out of the
Yeah.
bunch. But yeah, on the daylight kick, for okay, so they said I guess we can really get into it now because people are saying that you sound fine. I took my headphones
Okay.
out because I'm not a pleb
Cool.
anymore.
Cool.
Um, yeah, so I actually have Garrett Monin here of Monin Photography.
That's me.
We collaborated on the Polar Express video
A
and
lot of other stuff too.
Steam in the Valley. Basically, we pretty much did a lot this fall.
Yeah.
I actually have someone with Lionel credentials in here today. Um, Garrett, tell them about your what do you got running on your home layout?
Like everything.
Uh, sure.
Well, got a lot of stuff. I mean, I do a lot of legacy because that's where it is. It's the best. But I have Lion Master Legacy Class A. It's pretty sweet. And then I have that. And then my pride and joy is my H10 from the Legacy H10 from the most previous run. And yeah, I mean, it's loaded with features on it. And it was such a sweet price. Couldn't turn it down. And it's been really reliable. Love that. And my most recent acquisition, which is kind of like the highlight, I guess, because if I listed everything, I'd be here for a while.
Yeah.
But the highlight is my most recent thing is a Lionel Legacy C&O Berkshire number 2696. It's like one of the first or like the earlier Legacy engines made.
Yeah.
It's got but yeah, it's actually a Berkshire, not a Canala, because it was when the Pierre Marquette got bought out by the C&O, and the C&O lettered the first batch of the Pierre Marquette Berks. So it was like, I forget the road numbers, but 2696 in C&O paint, it would have been X Pierre Marquette 1212.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's a great model. I love it. But I really bought it because the whistle. And the whistle isn't totally accurate.
Well, depends on how you define accurate, because it's a Hancock 3-chime or a C&O 3-chime. The jury's out on if
like
there's any
that,
difference,
yeah.
but
it was never mounted to the Berks. But yeah, it's got this super deep whistle to it, and I love it to death.
Yeah. And then it was like
running it like every day.
Yeah, and like 2 weeks after you got the Burke 1225 wore a C&O Hudson's whistle, which would have been a Hancock 3. So it's like, well, we can justify a prototype on it.
Yeah, it's justifiable.
Yeah. But let's get into this catalog. Yeah, Lionel Limited with the daylights. And then here's because
that caboose offends me.
Am a dirty boomer who appreciates the 027 and Lionel post-war range. I really do like the throwback set, in all honesty. However, it is very pricey.
Yeah, I know. It's like, wait, are you talking about the one with the Santa Fe Lion Chief?
Yeah, the Santa Fe Lion Chief
for
like
$1,000. Like, geez,
yeah,
who wants to pay that?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, they're gonna have a new operating milk car and an operating dump car, and it's like, that's nice, but
yeah, but those aren't in the set, are they?
I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was to this set.
Well, includes log dump car and all loaded with cars.
Yeah.
Dump car, and you get the milk car actually. So you get 2 operating accessories, which is pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
But you don't. But then you get the building separate. I mean, for $1,000 though, it's just a little high. But I can see where they gotta make money on it. They gotta make money on it.
Yeah,
so.
you probably could get that so much cheaper. And like, if you sourced actual post-war stuff and built your own version of that set, so much cheaper.
Yeah, but they're trying, and I'm sure there's people who will buy it. So
yeah, like the like Scenic Rail just chimed in. He has an original post-war milk car. So do I, and I love that thing.
So you don't even get track with this.
Oh, jeez.
It's just the trains. Okay, well, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Well, Do you even get a full-blown set with the Lion Chief? Set length, 48 inches. No, just track pack. Even with the Scout.
But the actual Lionel Lions Chief set, I already have a friend who's like committed to buying one of those.
Really?
But I think those 442s run like really well.
Oh, they do, yeah.
I have in the past. So I don't know how they'll do with the Lion Chief remote, but hopefully the guys at Lionel did their job and it'll be great. So.
Yeah. Well, Lion Chief's pretty reliable, especially when it comes to being able to thrash it at shows.
Oh yeah, my club, we have a few Lion Chief stuff, and we may end up getting a Lion Chief 2.0 big boy because we got some extra money laying around.
There we go.
Yeah, which could be cool.
But best of Lionel milk car. Yes, I agree.
It's $180.
Oh, it's. I would agree that it's certainly way too much, but correctly branding it best of Lionel, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, it is really popular, and you got to get the track separately. But I wonder if it'll sound like us. I mean, did the car ever make a bunch of noise? Because I know like, a lot of the post-war accessories and operating cars like made a bunch of like grindy like.
Yeah, that's pretty much the noise I'm expecting. Where it goes. Although then again, if it was really quiet, I think I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
I guess you could go either way. It just depends on personal preference.
I think it would have to include a track, assuming it's like the old ones where you'd have to have a magnet like going on it.
Yeah, I think you gotta have this too. You gotta have a remote uncoupling track, and it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
it's the same idea. I don't know if the mechanics of it are any refined or not, but yeah,
well, I'd hope so. Now let's get to the good stuff. I'm kind of been
scale.
Scale. Yes. Scale. Just a good teaser with the Freedom Train daylight.
I know.
Vision Line.
I watched the video of the Vision Line GS series thing, and it's just like basically a highlight of all the features. Nothing fancy, but yeah, and also something small I noticed. So like if you like on that page where it just talks about like the first page of the Vision Line GS series, underneath the whistle dynamo smoke, I can see Lionel redid their item numbering. It's no 6 dash like a 5-digit number anymore. It's like down. It's now at the 7 digits. Yeah. So that's just a little thing I noticed, but I love the features on this. Like, I mean, I'm usually not like a Vision Line person, really. I think it's overrated. But with this, you get the reciprocating cylinder steam first time in no scale. Freaking awesome. Yeah. I mean, I hope it works. Like, you know, it doesn't like it works in real life, not just on paper. And then dynamo steam will be cool. Whistle steam, we already got that. Bicolor class lights, that's pretty cool. Brand new. Lionel making strides. Yes. And then the multiple cooling whistle horn, that's typical for legacy GS class engines. Yeah. And the force coupler is nice.
That's new off the that's new off the Niagara. I think they incorporated that. That and the kinematic drawbar was the same idea on including that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're different things or not, but yeah, like based off the pull of it, it'll adjust the smoke output and the labor, aka the base of the exhaust. Yeah, which is awesome. And they're also bringing back the road specific crew talk. Like, thank God.
Good.
I know.
Wonder if you get Doyle McCormick for $44.49.
Yeah, maybe they'll get Doyle or something.
Yeah, but in terms of if you're looking at a GS specific, which one? Because we're going right down the line, starting with the very first, the GS1.
Which is awesome.
Which I don't think I've seen. Like, I rarely see photos of the GS1s themselves.
I've, hardly seen photos of it, and I think Lionel, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think Lionel said that they're going to have actual whistles from, GS2s, GS1s, etc., for their entire run of these engines, and I'd love to figure out how they'd get the audio for something so rare like the GS1.
Well, see, I agree with that entirely because the at least with this one, it should be speaking for a GS1, I can say for a GS6, it is a Southern Pacific 6 chime, but as far as the 1s and the 2s, I think the one would, or at least I'd hope with that good of a de-streamlined look, would have a 6 chime compared to the GS4s.
I don't know.
Yeah.
5 or 6 chime, but yeah, these brass hybrid models look pretty good. So are you on the GS1s now?
Yeah, I'm on GS1s. Hold on, let me.
So the top
one, am I sharing screens with you?
Holds all the brass, and that's a lot of brass. You know. For all the detailing and stuff, but man, did these things ever have? I can't really tell, but did these things ever burn coal? Or I think they're exclusively oil burners. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it would
supposed to
look
be
like
oil
even with the
burner.
early tender, that would be an oil burner right there.
Dang. Now, what's the difference between like 4471, the top left, and 4470 in the bottom? I don't think there's any difference.
Apart from the
It's
tender, and then the TNO subsidiary.
Where's the TNO one at? All I see is the SP ones.
Um, I think with the SP, it'd be a tiny marking that they may have, because that's a digital render. They
Yeah,
may
I
have
see the 708. Yeah, so that'd probably be like
yeah.
something different.
If I had to recommend off that, but
Yeah,
if you want a little streamlining, we can move on to the GS2s, which basically look like
they're gorgeous.
yeah
I like them a lot.
yeah.
So is this new tooling?
Yeah, as far as I know, it's all new tooling built to order with this brass hybrid.
Yeah, because only the GS1's brass hybrid.
Ooh.
I'm like the GS2s because they have been made in TMCC in the past.
GS2s or
They're gonna
GS4s?
do new tooling, or I think they're doing new tooling. I'm not sure, but yeah.
I mean,
GS2s, I really like the single headlight look. I probably get a lot of hate for that, but I almost like it more than like the dual beam, honestly.
I think it is good looking, but personally, it's kind of
Oh,
like the Mars Light on 765. I think I prefer it.
yeah,
More beef up front.
I can see that.
Yeah. But especially as a rivet counter, I couldn't tell you the difference between a GS2 or a GS3.
Driver diameter. GS2s had the smaller 73-inch drivers. I just watched the video, so that's how I know. But yeah, they have smaller drivers, and I don't know. There's something else, some really small change, but that was it. Just basically 73-inch drivers versus the GS3s, which have the 80-inch drivers. But yeah, this Southern Pacific Lark version, I love that gray. That's really gorgeous.
Yes,
I know it's not prototypical.
Oh, I don't care.
SP foamers are gonna go ree.
I think that looks great.
Yes, I've always loved the SP gray.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
No, that's a very fine locomotive.
Yada yada, 21-inch pack. Hopefully they're cool. But
yeah. Well, they'll do it justice. And then moving on to the GS3s, there you go. It says right here that the GS3s had 80-inch drivers and it was only a batch of 14.
Yeah. Holy crap, though. That bottom one, the LCCA exclusive, with the banners and buntings and everything else, like, that's going to be a pain in the butt to package and, like, keep. And I don't know how that's going to go well, but I'm going to love to see that.
Yeah, I really want to see one made.
It looks atrocious, honestly. Like, it looks like it has feathers.
It does, but at the same time, it's like, oh, removable banners and flags. There you go.
Yeah, they're removable. But yeah. I do like how Lionel is, like, finding these old, like, nitty-gritty things, you know? It's almost like rivet counter stuff. Like, who knew that, the GS3 number, whatever, 4426, did the LA Union Station, like, celebration thing.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, so cool that they found that out, and they're doing that. I really appreciate that. And like I said, I just hope they don't mess up the paint. That'd be a big shame. But, yeah. I mean, that and just... I hope there is a turnaround for that, and we'll get some solid models out, and I think that would really drive the sales up again.
Yeah.
Because these are pretty sharp and attractive, and they're making, like, every model you could ever want. So.
Yeah. Although I think the next page is going to be the most popular. Oh, no, not this one. I forgot about the Golden State.
This is Frick Lines worthy. It's
atrocious. This is worthy of being posted on Frick Lines on Instagram, which, by the way, if you comment cursed on, you will get banned. Learned that one the hard way.
Someone knows some experience.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see a photo for the bottom one as well regarding the previous GS3, but yeah, Golden State. I like the coaches.
Yeah. That's all I can say, yeah.
It's like, Lionel, we love you, Lionel, but you took one step forward with the Lark, and then you took 2 steps back with the Golden State.
And then it gets worse, so good job, Lionel, for making me cry. This is why I have nightmares.
Yeah. Okay, so, I've moved on to the GS4s because we know what we like.
Yes.
So
I really like the top one. I know it's a big mismatch. It's got the solid white pilot and
yeah,
the de-streamlining, the black jacketing, and this daylight paint on the back.
yeah.
But it's still hype.
Well, I forget which movie it was. They filmed in the '80s with
Tough guys.
4449. No, no, not Tough Guys. It's a different one. They took off the skirting and weathered her.
What? Oh.
Yeah, the Daylight actually had an SP6.
Whoa.
It was
Did they ever? Yeah. Also, did they ever use all three dynamos on these engines and in service? Like, I think the three dynamos is excursion add-on. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but this three seems excessive. But yeah, that BNSF version, meh.
I mean, I guess if you're a BNSF guy, you're gonna really like it.
Yeah.
But as far as the Daylight goes, I appreciate the two minor details on this where they have the particularly in the bottom one. I like how they have the number boards moved forward like the Freedom Train compared to the
I just noticed that.
yeah.
Yeah, so how did they go in service? Like, did they have them as both or just one?
I think that's supposed to be as an as preserved model because the middle one featuring the post-war tender lettering, which I personally like better, is in the correct position.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. I used to have a big preference, but now I really don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Freedom Train. They just released it a few years ago. Not sure how many they'll be making of that.
Yeah.
But that early T1, was that ever a real paint scheme?
Yes. So, kind of, I guess it was a tool, a soon-to-be trademark with 2101 and Ross Roland. The first day of the Freedom Train, they were scrambling to get the paint because they had everything else painted but the locomotive. So, yeah, this represents the day one paint job of 2101. And then they slowly added to it throughout the 1975 season. And then once they handed it off to the 4449, that's when it received its the paint scheme that. Oh, jeez, the boys are wanting to get in on this.
Yeah, Zeke was just calling me.
Yeah, okay.
But
just tell them add me on Skype. But yeah, once they handed it off to the Freedom Train, the that's when they painted the T1. But yeah, I love how Ross Rowland said, "Oh, Pensy Productions, were you at the scheme with Ross at the T1 dinner?" Because that day one scheme is pretty crude. But I will say, shout out to the Reading Tool cars, or the Reading Custom cars, though. Speaking of Reading Custom cars that are perfect for the Csx Steam Special, you have your nice assortment of Reading coaches, the Pullmans, even the big dome, which is from the Safety Express.
Yeah.
And then, some more for the Csx Steam Special, the aux tender. And then we come to the motive power.
Yeah, that's nightmare fuel.
You know...
So Zeke will not shut up.
Zeke, shut up.
Zeke Gao, stop calling me.
Yeah, so, you know who did this scheme? Bachmann in the 1980s.
No.
Which is all you need to know about how crap this is. Lionel, again, we're going 2 steps back with the paint job. Why would you do the daylight? Why? Oh, that hurts me.
Hey, my roommate's running, actually, he's running the daylight on Maria's Pass right now on Railworks.
Oh, God. Trains is better. Fight me.
Yes, he's a basic boy.
Yeah. So,
the Southern Pacific freight set.
I like it.
The cars look semi-scale. Zeke will not shut up.
We're all going to do it together. Oh, my God. Jake, you're at work. Literally, Jake, you're at work. Like, how are you supposed to join in on it? Central Ohio Trains in the chat. Actually, if I were to give a quick shout out to Central Ohio Trains, dude was out chasing the Canadian Pacific D-Day unit the other day. Would recommend go checking out his
Yes.
video on that.
That's slick.
Yeah. So yeah, Vision Line set. We're not Southern Pacific guys, but you know, that's pretty good.
Yeah. What's the price on it, just out of curiosity?
$2,500.
Oof.
Do
Well,
I get some bloody track for that?
no. So, okay, so the engine's like $2,000. So they want for, I don't know how it's a Vision stock car. Like, ooh. Like, because only the box cars have sounds. Oh, okay. See, say page 42, 43 for additional Vision stock car features. Okay.
Maybe it goes
So
moo.
maybe they're all advanced cars or something. But,
Yeah. Well, you get the
caboose.
cupola cam.
You get a Wi-Fi caboose.
Great.
That still looks inaccurate. I'm not an SP guy, but that SP caboose looks inaccurate. It looks like a generic New York Central / Lackawanna like tooling from the 80s.
Yeah.
But I bet that'll be changed. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh jeez, hold on.
There's that, and then the GS5s, basically insignificant. Fight me.
Pretty much.
Love the generic heavyweight repaints of the daylight cars.
I mean, it is
Can't make accurate
prototypical.
ones, I guess. I'm just gonna slam whenever I can. Sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry. Don't get offended.
I mean,
But
you know, this is the guy who almost bought a legacy weathered J1 and found out that the it had a Banshee and he felt like he dodged a bullet. So, you know.
I wasn't gonna buy one brand new. Like I've just a long time ago. Well, actually, after my H10, I was like, I'm done pre-ordering from Lionel because I don't know what the paint's gonna be like. I don't know what the quality's gonna be like, and I got screwed over with the white smoke box.
Yes.
Now, I mean, it's not a huge deal to me now, but initially I was like very offended.
Yeah.
But now it's not a huge deal, like I said. But yeah, I learned my lesson, so I'm like, I'm just gonna wait, see how it is, and save myself some money if it turns out to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
So.
How about that Western Pacific Gs6?
Woo! Wait.
I don't hate it.
What if? Yeah, this is more nightmare fuel. Thanks, Lionel. I haven't slept for the past 3 days.
Well, the Western Pacific, at least, the black one's accurate.
Yes, the black ones are nice. I do agree with that.
And then for 4460,
they had, but
4460, hey, you should know that one, Mister. I've been to St. Louis.
Yes, it's pretty sweet to see. Like, I'm like, GS6, but I'm like, this is actually pretty hype. So there's nothing like it. It's cool to go see one of those. Then there's gonna be the people who are like, fire up 4460, rah!
Oh, jeez. Here we go. Hold on, wait. Can I put both of you on? Oh, shoot. I don't want you on hold. Heck. Oh, God. I screwed up. Okay, we may have to call back Garrett. I am an idiot. I apologize, because I'm not smart. Crap. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Jake absolutely screwed this up. I am so sorry, people. And now my face is really big. Oh no. Garrett, pick up. I'm sorry. Heck. Yeah. GS6 over GS4. I'm inclined to agree. Garrett is unavailable. Alright, let's get... I think I angered him. Heck. He's probably watching this chat going, what is wrong with me? After this, everyone needs to join my Joe Pair Talks with You watch party. Oh my god, this comment section's genuinely giving me life. I just want to say thank you all. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, well, he's not picking up because, he's an idiot. Well, actually, they're all idiots, but, I like them. Jake. Pick up the phone, you idiots. Wait, what? Okay, well, we're gonna pause the stream because we are stupid. You know, sorry about that. Wait, or no, what? Call declined. Garrett, pick up the phone, you moron.
What happened?
Jake came and ruined everything.
What did he do?
I don't know. We wanted to join the call, and I don't even know how the heck that happened.
So, did our stream just go bye-bye?
Wait, maybe. Hold on, Jake, are you here? Hey, dummy.
Jake, get out!
I remember this phone call earlier today. Yeah, you know, we should all get together sometime and do the live stream. Okay, just does it without a single text. Oh yeah, I'm building a roller coaster. Okay, whatever happened to that coaster?
It's right next to me.
God.
All right, Garrett, if you want to turn your face cam on, we can get
I
up.
can't have face cam right now, but I can sure as hell give in my input.
Jake, are you at work?
I'm mopping the floor. Hey, I have headphones in.
Mr. AirPods.
No, my AirPods got stolen. The teacher was right behind my book bag when I went to the bathroom, and I came back and my crap is just all lying over the auditorium floor. My AirPods are missing, and I'm like, you're right behind my bag. Did you see anyone do it? He's like,
No.
I was looking at my phone.
Oh my god. So,
All right, so what are we looking at now? I can't see.
we're looking at a Vision Line Gs6.
Because they're erotic.
I'm not a big SP guy. Wouldn't know much.
That's how I feel. Okay, Vision Line baggage cars.
GS6s. GS6s are the Convo 484s.
No, they're
No,
not.
they're not. Those are
are
GS8s.
and 8s.
You see, I'm not a Pacific guy.
Yeah, you're wrong, you freaking tard.
This is the best live stream I've ever been.
Ugh, gross.
JK, I derailed the whole thing with 1 hour of Spanish Flea. I think you just Rails of the Midwest. That's our next live stream.
What?
We just rerun Mucha Lucha.
We should all live stream together while we're either at Poly Eyes or Deshford.
Yes. Oh my god.
So
come for the train, stay for the memes.
Pretty much.
But
baggage cars, Garrett.
Baggage cars kind of look kind of weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But get this, it has sound.
And I hate the diaphragms on some of them. I know they're realistic, but they kind of look weird to me.
Are the heavyweights in daylight colors?
Yes.
Yeah.
That as cool. In theory, that would sound like a really cool idea, but from what I'm hearing and from what I can see in my mind, considering my phone's in my cop pocket, I can't view it myself, those sound really interesting looking and not in the right interesting way.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm talking about these Vision baggage cars, like.
Yeah.
That sounds
with multiple loading and unloading sounds and realistic train sounds in motion to recreate an entire rail journey from beginning to end.
Lionel Vision Line baggage cars with legacy.
They have Vision Line stock cars and freight cars like all over the place in this catalog. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Speaking of Vision Reefer 3-packs.
Hey, Vision Reefer 3-packs.
Hey. With Lionel legacy system with legacy.
Yeah. So let's see here. We could get MDT reefers that you could run on the Burt line, and for us Panhandle boys, we could get Pennsylvania ventilator. I think that looks great.
Before we continue with the live stream, I think these people, they heard the Burt line and they are confused and they need a good educational lesson on what the Burt line is.
I will drop your phone call.
Bye, boys. So the Burt line is the greatest stretch of railroad on the freaking face of the planet. Raton Pass ain't got nothing on this. It is nothing but GRS. Okay, get this. GRS signals on.
What else? That's it.
We
There's no
have Conrail tri lights.
Oh my god.
It's 53 miles of track. Oh, I almost just slipped and fell. We have half a train a day.
I quit.
Come down to the Burt line. It's legendary. It's all New York Central and Conrail stuff.
Oh.
Where is the Burt line, Jake?
The Burt line runs from Columbus, Ohio, at CP Hawking to Galion, Ohio, where it connects with the Big Four / CSX Mount Victory subdivision in Galion at control point CP80 on the Burt line. No, I don't want to get stuck on YouTube for using that control point name.
It's a certain control point on the Shenandoah line. If you know it, you know it.
Yeah, CP.
That's not on the It's not on the Shenandoah. It's on the Whitethorn district.
Oh, man.
Whitethorn, White House. Oh, speaking of NW signals, before we get back on track, no pun intended.
Like trains.
Yes. So, I don't know if I sent the photo to the group chat yet, but it's on this branch in West Virginia. I think it's on the stretch of railroad.
Willable cow features on the stock cars.
Oh, we're on the stock cars now?
Some of these.
Dude, I'm here for some mooing stock cars, okay?
Oh, boy.
Oh. Meanwhile, the wonderful sounds of Jet's Pizza in the background.
I know. Yeah, but see, like, the stock cars don't have any good thing for me. Like, ATSF is generic. The armor ones are, I don't know.
I don't know, the armor ones are the closest you could run on the nickel plate.
Because the CP ones are kind of just offensive. And the CW ones are just, I don't know.
Hey, Jake, did you do them dishes any louder?
Imagine being at work and being on a live stream.
Yeah. Dude, you know what, Garrett, I just thought of something. You saw a Canadian Pacific cattle car when we were in Dearborn.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think they looked like that, though.
No, it looked like that.
With the white on the bottom and like a little maroon strip on top.
Yeah, I think it was faded, but yeah.
BNSF Railway. Okay, what? Okay, this is bizarre. So if you go to the bottom part of the screen, it says the BNSF Railway mark is a licensed mark owned by the BNSF Railway Company. On the bottom part of page 42. And there's no BNSF stock cars.
I think they meant Santa Fe?
Yeah, or CB&Q. You could go both ways.
True.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Legacy Steam because yes.
Legacy Steam because yes.
Conrail T1.
Conrail T1.
Yes.
AKA, I don't have my own O-gauge layout. I don't even have the curve radius on my grandpa's layout to run this. However, Conrail T1, it's what's up.
Dude, me and your granddad should split the cost of one.
Dude, he would. So, here's the thing about the Conrail T1.
It was gonna happen.
It was gonna happen. Like, hey Jake, you want to add anything? Or just do dishes? Yeah.
Conrail T1 probably would have ran on the Burt line.
Most likely, yeah.
Jake, Mr. Bertline Miller. But, yeah, so, for anyone who didn't... Yeah, for anyone who didn't know, they approached... Well, Ross Rowland, when they were forming the Csx Steam Special, approached Conrail first. And they shot it down. There was concept art made, and it would have looked pretty close to this. Yeah. And personally, I think the scheme looks pretty good. I think the color, for it being a digital render, I trust it to look like the correct blue. But, you know.
I wouldn't trust anything with Lionel colors nowadays.
Yeah. Although they got the rambles correct. Although I've seen Reading purists comment that it's the wrong shade of yellow. But you know.
Sounds a lot like a certain brand's tier 4s.
Yeah, no kidding. But the
Casual name drop.
Yeah. And then you have the for your Blue Mountain and Reading fans, or Reading and Northern fans, 2102 in the weird We the People scheme.
I don't know if they're gonna do that again, or like the normal Blue Mountain Reading. I don't know if they're gonna do that again. But I'm reading the features, and it says it's got a new trailing truck tooling. So
Yes.
It must have been inaccurate the first time, but I really didn't notice. Not sure if it's a big deal or not, but nice touch, I guess.
Yeah. What?
I better keep the Reading 6-chime audio because that was gone.
Yes.
Reading T1. We don't know if they're gonna do the livery from the 80s and 90s on the 2102. Plot twist. 2102 comes out of the fucking shops blue.
I'm here for it. Yeah. Meanwhile, you can get Ramble's 2101, 2 freight schemes of 2107 and 2111. Which,
yes, that's where I come in.
Your freight versions?
Yes.
Freight versions look better. Changed my mind.
No.
I'd be curious to know if the freight version is going to have a hooter on it as opposed to the Reading 6.
I wouldn't even care.
What I would say is that what they should have done is put the hooter on as the main whistle, but have a secondary whistle, and it's the 6-chime.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I could see that. But then again, I'm also a Reading and Northern foamer, so I could honestly see myself getting a Reading and Northern version.
Yes.
But I don't know about the Blue Mountain Reading because that's really not what it's called now. Now it's just Reading and Northern, I think. I'm not sure.
Garrett, you're a college student who is about to buy a new truck. Do you have $1,700 in cash lying around?
I would, yeah. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll hustle some drugs or something.
There we go.
I'll figure it out.
Hustle some poly eyes.
Yeah.
Also, I want to say we're
poly eyes to Columbus kids.
Currently, we are at a landmark in the stream right now. We have hit 10 unfortunate viewers. I want to thank you all for joining in to this wreck. You know. So,
Gs6,
yeah, I wanted to poke your brain on this one, Garrett. What's your take in the B6 here?
What about it?
Yay, nay?
I also hate that the B6 has the square tender.
I think that would have been right for Lines East.
At some point somewhere, but it's very offensive.
Lines East.
Let's get on my rant about offensive things.
Yeah.
The Santa Fe version, offensive.
2101.
Steel, it passes. Great Northern version, mixed spoiler jacketing. It probably happened, but nevertheless, offensive.
Yeah.
Garrett, are you part of the hashtag #MeToo movement?
Yes.
So, yeah, this kind of hurts my soul, but as far as the Pensy ones go, I mean, they look like pretty dang green, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be green like that or more of a darker green, but
yeah.
I mean, they do have the wired tether, which is hype because between switches and stuff, they'll usually die. So it's pretty slick.
I also appreciate that it's a minimum 031 curve, so shout out to a locomotive I could theoretically run.
Only $700 too. That's not bad.
No, well, I mean, you're not getting a lot of locomotive for it.
I was gonna say that's relatively cheap for.
I mean, but my H10 was $600, so.
Yeah. Well, I figure if the price goes down on that,
and a spinning Belle on it.
Didn't you buy it used?
No, I bought my H10 brand new.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, I was a rich kid, Jake.
I mean, you clearly are. If you're going into class and you just sitting there with a grid and you buy a TMCC Burt.
It was Legacy. It wasn't TMCC.
Oh, it was Legacy? Oh, whoops.
Yeah, she has Legacy, bro. Yeah, then there's these aux tenders, which I'm not sure what engine they're supposed. Oh, Euro Central Mohawk. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Mohawk tender. Which, going back to the Conrail paint scheme, the proposed scheme. This is what's interesting about the idea that the Csx Steam Special was celebrating 150 years of the Baltimore and Ohio. Then it turned into the Safety Express. The idea of the Conrail Steam Special was kind of the idea of a unifying tour, which is why I love this. A better way to run a railroad. like, I think a Steam excursion kind of bringing things together in, like, 77 would have been pretty good.
Yes. The black one's just very bland.
Yeah.
It's just what it says it is.
I mean, the black one is pretty spot on for, it's currently behind 3001 and Elkhart, just like that.
Big rip. Yeah. Also, the daylight one's kind of offensive to me. But
Yeah.
I get offended easy.
Yes, you do.
So don't take my stuff personally.
Yeah.
And then there's these legacy diesels. How about some bongas?
Yeah, so...
Bongas?
We don't have bongas, though, which is sad.
So...
We have E8 sets.
The E8 set.
Okay, the
I like
Amtrak
these.
ones look sweet.
I love the mixed, the first prototype Amtrak scheme of 4316 and then one of the jank Seaboard ones.
Okay, can you not just fuck the screen, please?
I am sorry. I had to spray off one more tray. I am done spraying shit.
Yeah.
Good.
So we have in the comments section, Metal Douche Mike, who said, what if Lionel did Great Western Strasbourg 210-090? I wish.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna happen soon.
Just kip. If you
cop.
And also, if you can't wait, just kit hash it. All you need is really some toilet paper, plastic cardboard rolls, some duct tape, some earwax, and some toothpicks.
And some love.
And some love. It's something I never received from any girl. Literally, just like I told my manager and several other people here, I think I'm noble gas because whenever I talk to these girls, they're not getting a reaction.
There's a chemistry joke for all of you out there. Now, how about the 5809 and 5711 Juniata Terminal E's?
They're probably going to mess up the red, calling it.
I don't
take
think
your
so.
Entire stock.
Built to order. Orders entire stock. Now, the Fairbanks Morse locomotives.
Are they actually being built to order?
Yeah.
Yes, everything's built to order now. Basically. Even the sets.
Time to exterminate Lionel, district manager.
Yeah, basically.
I'm here for it.
Because that's kind of a blow to the chest. What if I can't afford it in that amount of time?
And also, what if you just want to see if it's good or not before you commit to it? Because it's $1,000 for one of these things.
Dude,
yeah.
I've been in a cab of both of those things.
Aren't you just cool?
Dude, they are so hot in there. Like,
when'd you get in there?
Streamliners at Spencer.
Oh God. Forget that was a thing.
When I was down there, I didn't get to meet Bennett, but I did get to meet Eric, his son, and we just talked the entire time. And I like
14-year-old Jake. That must have been scary. God.
Hold on.
Probably felt sorry for you.
Correction, 12. How may I help, sir?
Oh my God. Yep. Well, Jake has pizza, or he takes orders for pizza.
I think he hung up.
I'm looking at the E8's just there's nothing special about them as far as features go. You get all your standard legacy like bells and whistles, yada yada.
Yeah. So I'm looking at these Fairbanks Morse locomotives. Yeah. Next page. Nope. SD40s.
Average. Not a fan of the models because I think they're ugly. Nothing against Lionel. I think they're ugly engines.
Oh, the Trainmaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, they're making the Virginian one kind of a throwback-ish to their post-war days.
Yeah, I think it was that and the CNJ were the two big Trainmasters of the post-war.
Now, how about some SD40s?
Yeah. Which,
Yummy CNO SD40s.
Yeah, shout out to them doing the patch job of the CSX locomotive.
Wait, did they do like the CNO CSX patch thing?
The 4617.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
They have a number of specific details, yada yada yada, or multiple road names.
Did they do the Hornets?
What are the Hornets?
Yeah, what are the Hornets?
The Hornets. So in the middle, towards the end of 2015, maybe it was even 2016. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But Norfolk Southern traded 6 SC40-2
No.
for the remainder of the SD80 Mac fleet. So they had every single SD80 on the roster. And
Rip.
they...
Can we get an F in the chat for the SD80 Max?
Speaking of it, since we have already mentioned their railroad once this stream, and I guarantee you it's not going to be the last, I guarantee you that RBMN might pick up 2 SD80s.
I would die.
But anyway.
No! The first wide cabs on the Reading and Northern, no!
Well, I mean,
Well, technically the F units would be wide cab, wouldn't they?
They're not considered wide cabs.
There's cab units, I think.
They're just called cab units.
Yeah.
The fun fact for everyone watching, the first ever wide cab that was designed and constructed, even though to many people's disagree it wasn't, but it was, they were referred to as safety cabs, were the BQ 23-7s.
What does that even mean?
They were the 4-axle -7s with that flat, square, boxy cab.
Let's put it this way.
Like,
if you could make a thing more offensive than a Crandall cab, this was it.
It was pretty ugly looking, but from what I heard, they rode nice.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, for you Lionel consumers about SD40s, yeah, SD40s, go get them.
But so yeah,
good stuff.
In the nutshell, the Hornets were black SD40s with yellow stripe along the bottom. The numbers were changed, and they wore. If you could take CNO 2716 the way it looked during the Heritage Highball, and you put it onto an SD40 with the regular boxcar logo, that's kind of what they look like.
Hey Garrett.
Yes.
Want some bongas?
Oh my god, they do make bongas! I thought I was wrong!
No. So, in a surprise to nobody, because everybody and their brother is doing the CSX Special Paints, and why wouldn't you? Because they're amazing.
Are we getting CN 100 Super Bongas?
No, we're getting all the CSX ones.
They're not getting my money. As cool as they are, they're not CN 100 Super Bongas.
Yeah. Now, I will say, because on my grandpa's layout, we have the MTH Premier Line Norfolk Southern First Responders, and it's lovely. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean...
They're making this a CSX, they said, quote-unquote, heritage unit. Which, I don't know how there's a CSX heritage unit here. Maybe the freaking...
Heritage confirmed.
It's not a heritage unit, Lionel. Go clear yourself.
Getting a CSX hung unit?
Yeah. But anyways, when MTH announced their versions of the CSX First Responders, veterans, and the police law enforcement unit, the one thing that they omitted in the detail, and this is something that I fear MTH will screw up, is that on the glass of the engineer and the conductor's side, on the side windows, there's a glazing that has on the law enforcement, it's the Blue Lives Matter flag. Then you have first responders rushing into battle. Then an American flag. And what I like about this is that Lionel is clearly marking that they're going to have it. MTH didn't. And I'm willing to think it's going to be there. Like, I'm giving MTH the benefit of the doubt. But Lionel's really reassuring me with that being there.
Hold on a second. With the spirit, I want to know if MTH is doing this too. But with the spirit of our law enforcement, are we getting the red and blue ditch lights?
Yes, we are. On the Lionel version, if you look, the ditch lights are red and blue.
Right on there.
Yeah.
Making it.
Thank God. Because it's not FRA legal, but that was still the funniest thing I've ever seen.
CSX begged to leave those on, but FRA was like,
no.
You want your locomotive to be in a giant display case?
Yeah.
They should have just done it anyways.
Honestly, yeah. I do like that I could get the CSX First Responders non-powered, because that'd be a good way to save some coin.
I just know. You can get it for $350.
I just now realized this.
We know.
Hear me out here. So
Okay.
CNO 2716 is allowed to run on the Heritage Highball behind an F unit that doesn't have ditch lights, doing 50 miles an hour. That's already 2 FRA no-nos. But you can't put red and blue flashing lights on a freaking engine?
That don't even matter anyways.
Just put the ditch lights on 614 and you're fine.
No.
So, meanwhile, for the rest of you out west, or even East Coasters, Kansas City Southern, Gevos, for you O-Gauge guys, those are always nice to see. We occasionally get them going through Bowling Green. What do we got next? The Boston and Maine.
Maybe we're getting into some potential good value alerts, by the way.
Good value bongas?
No, good value covered wagons.
Boston and Maine set with the milk car, heavyweight baggage car, and actually accurate Boston and Maine style coaches.
Yeah. I will say,
Oh, maybe?
Boston and Maine had a gorgeous diesel
I'm not
scheme.
sure. It might be. But, yeah, the milk cars are sweet. And passenger cars, he's got all the diaphragms, doors, everything else. Length of the total thing with the engine, everything is 86 inches. That's pretty long.
That's
Minimum curve 054.
I can name something that's longer.
Funny.
It was Q508 today. It was 15,000 feet of train with 268 cars.
wow. Someone read the Snapchat group text.
Yeah, but I mean, for $800, that's a solid deal.
It is. In the Preamble Express, I'm a fan of that.
I'm indifferent.
I had to check on the paint scheme for
Probably a
the.
better value because you get the extra in the car.
I did want to check for the Preamble Express, and it is correct. I was thinking that the observation car was Splendid Spirit, but I was mistaken on that. That is correct for a set. So for any of you Freedom Train collectors, this is a pretty sweet deal on that. That'd be a nice little set to run with your T1 or your Daylight. But
yeah, it's really not bad.
No, figures included. Good. Now moving on to train masters that I actually think are good. Garrett. For $900, the Pennsylvania Trainmaster set, including a Vision Line stock car.
Wow! Quillable cows.
Quillable cows.
Quillable
That's like
cows.
what it says in the stock cars. Like you can quill the mooing or something.
So let me get this straight. I can program the. Jeez, oh jeez. What is this
Just
string?
get a cat. We need a cat. We need a cat engineer on that legacy remote ASAP.
We have a Garrett. Are you kidding? Speaking of Garrett, I just noticed a compelling reason. The boxcar, Northern Division, safe.
No.
Yeah.
It says Northern. What the heck does that even mean?
Probably just a safety
Northern
PR
Division,
thing.
You idiot.
No, but why does it say safe? Northern Division safe? What does that mean?
Safe, like 1966. Safe, like, way to go, guys. We didn't have any accidents.
Safe flight repair, safe flight replace.
We're gonna get
Yeah,
sucked.
and you got the cool looking hopper car. That's cool.
Yeah,
Just
C and
a big
PA.
fish belly. And you got the tanks, which is kind of hype.
Yeah. And then
Have
we're
we gone through the train sets yet?
Car. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't find myself buying one of these.
Yeah. Well, I think of your I'm thinking of your legacy. What is it? An RS11 you have in Pensy?
Oh, it's an H16.
Yep, it's the H16. That thing's got a good horn on it.
Yeah.
And for you Central of New Jersey guys,
No.
there you go.
That was so funny that. Okay, I hate to be the one that calls them out.
What?
MTH, your
What?
details and sounds on your SD9s are incredible. But can you please explain why on your SD9s you have e-bells?
Because reasons.
Because if it's like if the bonga gave its life for an SD9.
So, meanwhile, in things that really ruffle my feathers, Pennsylvania Railroad Transcontinental 21-inch passenger cars. Pennsylvania passenger cars in Armor Yellow, Santa Fe, Southern Pacific Gray, Texas and Pacific. Like, I get that the Pennsy in the 60s did this. Like, it's prototypically correct to see Pennsylvania lettered for a plethora of paint schemes, but it hurts my soul.
What are you doing, Jay?
I just got home and I locked my car. I had to make sure it was locked.
It's locked.
Hey.
What?
Hey, for everyone on the stream. Just did a shave and a haircut with my car lock button.
Kill yourself.
No, I will not yet.
So for them rambles.
Yo, what's up with the Penn Frisco pack, where there's a Pensy car with like all this, like a Frisco lettered or Frisco painted car with Pensy lettering on it.
That was because of the Pensy's wonderful decision to make through.
NSP, I'm kind of hurt by this. What is this sin?
Here's the thing. It's prototypical, and it hurts me. It hurts. I can't.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Want some domes?
I'll take some dome. I'll take some dome cars as well.
Shut up.
Oh, the Roanoke dome car. Gross.
The front door is broken. Or the back door is broken.
They changed the locks on you finally.
No, they didn't. So our back door has been broken. Our back doorknob has been broken for the past 2 months. Like, the doorknob is loose, and so is the lock. So the door starts, when you turn the doorknob gets stuck, and then it just locks itself. Like, I took my dog out a couple days ago, and then I was out in the backyard because I was cleaning off some railroad signs, and then I come back, and the door's locked, and I don't have a key to get back in the house, and I left my phone inside. I was screwed. Yay, front door is unlocked. Where's my mom at? Is my mom home?
Yeah, beer cars.
Beer
cars? Y222 up the Burt line?
Well, it is Coors, so you know.
Jake, you can get a CSX Bonga and beer cars and replicate a train on the Burt line.
Replicating a Q634 on the Burt line is actually really simple. You just need like 2 Gevos, 9,000 feet of empty trash cars, and like 3 hoppers, 1 center beam, and 7 tankers.
There you go.
Friendship train.
So, I like the friendship train. Like,
yeah.
So here's the cool thing about it. It's basically, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm going to give you the summary on this. So after the war, France is bombed to smithereens because, yay, World War II. Anyways, so we sent supplies over there for France and Italy, and it became the friendship train. And this was a huge, huge thing. Every railroad took place. Like their photo.
Did each railroad only have 1 car in it?
No, they had multiple. I believe that they may have lettered 1, but micro trains came out with this in N scale a couple of years ago, and I haven't seen one at a good market value, or else I'd get on that because I'm an N scale modeler. For anyone who didn't know,
exactly.
But but yeah, no, you can get New York Central, Louisville, Nashville. The Southern Pacific one's nice. But it ran coast to coast, so really, you could get any of these, and it would have wound up in New York. As far as the 2 coaches go, I think that may have been ambassadors in the back of the train, collecting supplies. But I can say with confidence that it did run with the nickel plate Burke, because they had multiple sections of it, or Mohawk. Basically anything you could put as the motive power that's period correct, and it would be just fine. So, I don't know. I think it's a very unique part of history that they have. It mentions in here that the French responded with the Merci train, the thank you train, for any non-French speakers, which I don't even speak French. I speak German, But but even still, I got to show you, Garrett.
By saying that, Nick, something you want to tell us?
No.
You want to tell us something?
No. 9?
You're grinning.
9? But and he wasn't even looking at the live stream when he was
what?
grinning. But anyways, actually in Northwest Ohio, we do have Ohio's Merci box card that was sent over, so that's pretty awesome. But moving right along to other reefers. So is this smoking mechanical reefers? I kind of love this.
I don't know.
Stupid gimmicks that make me go, me like.
$200? No.
They copied this. They copied this idea. I know exactly where they got this idea from.
Oh God, Ian's in the chat. Hey Ian.
Smoking.
Where'd they get it from?
The smoking reefers. The idea came from MTH.
Really?
If you remember the Coors Light train.
Oh God, that thing.
The smoke would come out.
Oh jeez.
How much smoke stuff can Lionel freaking make?
I don't know. Now,
fun fact. I learned something. Here's something DCS can do that Legacy can't. Apparently, the DCS remote has a microphone.
Yes, it does.
Speak into it, and everything you say will come out the train.
Yes, it does.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, I've done that several times. We also have Protocast where basically you can plug in an aux jack on your DCS system, and I can crank tunes out of a GEVO.
Wow. Nick, I found your next car.
Is it
a flatbed with some trailers on it, DT&I/Ford?
Hey, yeah, I had that zoomed in because that's the exact one that I would like to see. Wow, great minds think alike.
How much are they selling it for?
120.
$120.
Yeah. I know, it's so expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like you get a dealer discount, but still, just like buy your piggyback. Like piggybacks are always expensive.
Yeah. I don't know. It is a Ford, so I'm kind of biased towards that, but
Yeah.
I do like the different period. Like this is early trailers. And that's something that you don't really see represented that much, but I personally am just a fan of.
You're paying for the car and 2 trailers.
Yeah.
But still.
You need any milk cars, Garrett?
What?
You need any milk cars?
They got some. What, do I need any?
Yeah.
No. I already have 2, and they still want $100 for these things.
Yeah.
You could have bought them brand new for like $60 back a few years ago.
You know what would really sell me on this?
Freaking wine one though, like that's freaking interesting me.
Which one?
The purple Chateau Martin wines.
Chateau Martin wines. I'm here for that. Now let me tell you something. If these opened up the doors and shot out milk cartons, sold.
No, there's just big milk vats in there. You open the roof off, you can see the milk vats.
Oh man.
I'm sounding way too 21st century here.
Try me.
That would be a really cool weapon in Fortnite.
What?
You just roll up in a Reaper with Legacy, and the door opens up, and you just shoot your enemies with milk cartons.
Oh God. So meanwhile, coal cars. Yay. Want some blue coal?
What the frick is blue coal? Crap?
Anthracite blue coal.
Build my ranch.
Is that even real
blue coal?
I don't know. Yeah, like the blue anthracite coal. But it's kind of sad they want $280 for these kind of things. They're plastic bodies.
Stairs in Ford.
God. But hey, Dunham's had that Ford hopper.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I'd go back to that. Meanwhile, the rotary Bethgons, you have my interest on.
Yeah.
Okay. I still can't see it right now. I know you guys can now see me, and I'm eating a calzone from Jets.
Hold up, y'all got zones?
Yeah, we sell. It's what we label as our boats.
By the way, wait. This stream is not sponsored by Jets Pizza. I want to make that perfectly clear. He just works there.
We're not sponsored. We're not sponsored. Okay, so Jets Pizza is not sponsored Toledo Rails, but I really think they should. Call us.
Toledo Rails endorses Little Caesars.
I am the Toledo Rails Columbus official. I tell Nick whenever the baller stuff is coming up his way.
So.
Hey, I'm also Columbus gang, but I kind of am split.
You're middle and no. You're Mechanicsburg division.
Mechanicsburg division.
So meanwhile, rotary Bethgons. Yes. Conrail pack, that's nice. CSX pack, Norfolk Southern, BN, that's nice. Let me tell you what we're actually thinking about. This boy right here. If you can see on the screen, we have this zoomed in. Detroit Edison Coltrane's. Shout out to something that actually ran in my neck of the woods.
Detroit Edison coal hoppers.
Yeah.
Rotary Bethgons.
Yeah, saw those all the dude. I see those like all the time. It's been a while because I don't go over to Swanton, but like I've seen these all my life.
All we need is the Detroit Edison C30-7s to complete it.
Dude, I would actually no, that wouldn't be correct for those hoppers, but
Then what would have pulled the Bethgons?
Just regular Conrail wide cab and NS wide cab power.
Yeah. So while we're on the topic of that, since you know way more about this stuff than I do, why did the Detroit Edison have their own power for their own coal trains?
That's a wonderful question. I'm going to defer it to I have no idea, but I'm thankful they did.
Because I've always seen photos. I'm like, I've never seen a power plant do that. Unless you were the Black Mesa and Lake Powell Railroad.
Yeah, they tried to do Top Guns, lol. But you know.
Moment of silence.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. Like the fact, because I actually have 5 Detroit Edison cars in N scale that I happened to find in a pack by pure chance, and I was like, I need to get these. So honestly, the prospect of getting these, and you can get up to 10 road numbers available. Like seriously, we'd reach out to Lionel and be like, "Yo, can we get all 10?"
Just out of curiosity, is 10 road numbers for just the Detroit Edison cars, or are we seeing 10 road numbers for each series of Bethgon?
Each series of Bethgons gets 10 road numbers, so they come in 4 packs.
Actually, in how much a Bethgon?
$279 for a 4-pack, so you'd be paying about $70 a throw.
Okay, so I clearly understand that there's a difference, but $480 for $280 for a 4-pack and O scale is actually a really good deal.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, brand new.
Keep
But of course, you get a discount off that. That's deal. That's
I am an HO scale modeler, so a bunch of this stuff is cool, but I really won't buy any of it. Sorry, Lionel. But what aggravates me is that you can get 4 at a really good price for $280, but in HO scale, we're paying $190 for like 6.
Yeah.
You know how much I paid for my last singular NS Bethgon?
I don't know. How much?
$45.
Oof.
For an Athearn Roundhouse Bethgon.
You know how much I paid because I modeled the Steam Era?
How much?
Brand new, $16.95. AccuRail for life.
Yeah, but it's sad because these 2-bay hoppers, for 3 of them, it's also $280.
Yeah.
And you get the for Bethgons, you get an extra one free. Yeah. So, that's
meanwhile,
kind of dumb.
Anyone need N5s?
Need what?
Anyone need any Pensy N5s?
No. I'll take a couple N5s.
All right. Well, we have N5Bs, or well, it could be an N5A, B, or just regular N5, because you know, HO gang, rise up, dude. I'm HO gang as well, and I'm doing this stream just because I like Lionel.
I like my N8.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
You have a nice N8, but this one has the yellow cupola for all route availability, so you know, I like that.
Gross. Puke.
Hey Garrett, how about a another Wi-Fi caboose?
See, that's the same tooling that this one. So, like for my engineering project, I bought a cheap Lackawanna caboose, and I had to remake it in computer-aided design software. And this is the same tooling from a caboose from the '90s, so I'm not really thrilled with it.
Yeah, but
even with the Wi-Fi camera, I'm like, really? That's kind of crappy.
Dude, if you could score that one cheap, that'd look good behind your TMCC Mohawk, though.
Maybe, but it's still $180. I'm like, yeah, I'm a head out.
Yeah. All right, so meanwhile, in the more affordable range, full-blown O scale for $45 boxcars.
Whoa. 027? That's not bad.
Oh.
That's how much I spend on a boxcar whenever I buy O scale stuff.
Yeah. But, you know, Golden West Service, Burlington Northern, Kansas City Southern, Railbox.
Bro, Golden West Service. That is pretty hype.
Yes.
We should have got some BC Rail boxcars.
And then $45 for coil gondolas, which, you know. Bethlehem Steel, Chessie, CNO, the Katy, the Reading. You got your
Reading.
These road names are like pretty basic and generic names that they've done for years, but I'm still glad that Lionel is really going for the people that don't model scale and some of the younger and older generation with these really affordable prices and good quality.
Like center beam flat car, Milwaukee Road, just generic TTX. I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, people will get like, I want road specific version. I demand this railroad specifically, and it's like, dude, you're liable to see any of this on any given road train these days.
Just out of curiosity, I know they did it last year, I think, when we did our review on it, but are they doing another run of 027 auto racks this year?
We're getting there.
Yes, I love my auto racks.
Speaking of which, 027 featuring Lion Chief 2.0.
Featuring Alleghenies.
Speaking of the Lion Chief 2.0, are we getting the Lion Chief 2.0 Super Bongas again, the Tier 4s?
No, but I don't know about that, but we're getting Lion Master Alleghenies.
Oh my god.
And they're not even doing 1604, so what the heck?
Lame.
Yeah.
But that's still insane, though. Look at this. They're making...
Wash up with legacy locomotives. How?
Not only are they making non-scaled, but they're also making scaled Lion Chief, and it's affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not able to run it with your, like... I don't really think you're able to run them with other remotes, but, like... You're getting scale Lionel with super good detail, super good sounds, for an affordable price.
Yeah, well, you are getting, at least they have a universal remote when it comes to the Lion Chief 2.0 stuff. Like, even the 060 saddle tanks, which, shoot me, I like these.
Now.
Dude, 4 chuff per revolution.
Not the Pensy one, not the Pensy one.
I like the Pensy one.
4 chuffs the revolution, gang.
Yeah. They fixed it.
Doesn't say that about the Alleghenies. Uh-oh.
With modern sounds, I'm still trying to figure out why that's hard to find these days.
Yeah. Hey, meanwhile, for all you Thomas fans out there, Brooklyn and Eastern District Terminal 15.
Before or after the butchering?
Before, but it's not even prototypical as is right there, so you know.
Who cares? It still looks more respectful.
Well, at least this version will actually run, unlike when it never did on the Toledo, Lake Erie, and Western when it was in Grand Rapids.
They were the ones who sold it to Strasburg?
Yup.
Bruh.
As much as I want to murder the people who sold it because they butchered it so bad, I can't complain because the locomotive is still doing what it was built to do.
And it talks too on Strasburg. It has like the loudest stack talk out of any of their engines.
Yeah.
I found out how they do that, and I really want to do something with it.
Put a heavy train on it?
All it is really is an MP3 player connected by an aux cord.
What?
Oh my
Okay,
God.
get this. A buddy of mine volunteers. He's one of the higher ranked engineers at the Colorado Railroad Museum, and they had a dad with Thomas. And he was telling me how he walked up one day, and so you know the fad with the George Carlin and the Thomas the Tank Engine stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he took his phone, he plugged it in the aux cord, and they were playing George Carlin through the Thomas speaker, and the mouth was moving, and it was...
Oh my God. This just gave me all the wrong ideas. But speaking of Lion Chief 2.0, 2 chuffs per revolution, we do have the Berks. Those are back.
Yeah. Lion Chief Berks look really good.
Yeah, if you like an 027 Berk.
I mean,
And the
not everyone
exaggerated
can
Polar
scale.
Express pilot on some of them.
On some of them.
Only some.
In the Disney version.
Nickel plate 765.
Can we get a Polar Express plow on the 765, please?
No.
Yes.
Wait, it's off of it though.
Yeah, they switch it to the correct version because, they have decency.
Some decency, yeah.
Meanwhile, the F3 set for Lion Chief.
I don't know.
I was thinking about the Columbus show and you had the Eries running, and it was like, those were pretty good.
Yeah.
That was such a cool show.
Yeah.
Oh no. Great Western set. No.
Garrett, if it makes you feel any better, even I don't like this one. So
You don't like something British for once?
Yeah, okay, so basically it's Witherslack Hall, which is a hall that was recently restored.
That's a hall, like an engine or something?
Yeah, a hall is a Great Western 460 class built for mixed traffic. You know 5972 as the Polar Express. But point is, it's going to be in BR green with the early crest, which is nice. However, here's the offensive part. What on earth is the Pullmans? Like, that's a British Railway Mark 1 in chocolate and cream, which could be accurate. But then you throw Great Central Pullman on there with Cromwell on the side. I have no idea what that is.
Well, they probably don't either.
Honestly, probably. For $400, I could get a haul brand new with 4 00 Mark 1s, and I would be happy as a clam. Meanwhile, the Seashore's finest train, the Blue Comet, is back. This concludes the only British rant for the day.
Yeah. Click for sounds.
Click for Strasbourg.
Whistle.
Click for Q6.
They put in the 844 whistle.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for all of you in the chat who've been asking for Strasbourg 90.
I wish they would click for sounds on all the engines so you can freaking hear them.
Here it is. Strasbourg 90.
Strasbourg.
With the high headlight.
Click for sounds.
I know we're like at the very end, but now I'm getting on the freaking catalog to look through this myself.
It has a Burlington 5 chime.
I know.
120 years. Really?
Wow, Jake. Congratulations.
Oh my god, guys. I just got a text from my friend Larry from Chicago. Everyone, hold on. Get to your positions. Get to the Lamont parking garage. It's legit. 105 will have 3 maroon HLCX GP38s.
Yeah, you're about to get kicked.
Why?
What about this? What does this mean?
Yeah, but meanwhile with the Strasbourg stuff, J Tower, inaccurate, but I like it.
Okay.
It can't be
so Garrett, were the one upset about the Chessie GS4?
Yeah.
Lionel Lines GS4.
Wait, what?
The Lionel Lines GS4.
Yeah, you mean MTH Rail King GS4?
Still. It's...
Lehigh Valley. Oh my god, this semi-scale the U36B looks like it has Down syndrome. It looked awful.
Yeah, it's a chonker.
Oh no, that's really bad. I hate that a lot.
Yeah. I will say though that this is the thing.
Santa Fe one looks good. Nick, where are you at in the catalog now?
I'm looking at the Lehigh Valley. I will say this about that we'll rant about compared to the next page is that doing a U-boat for a train set was a wonderful idea in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. However, and I even praised Lionel about this at the Columbus show, the Tier 4, still one of the best decisions they made, because if you're a kid or you're a parent who wants to get their kid a train set, they're more likely to see a BNSF Tier 4 or an NS Tier 4 at a crossing than you are a Jeep 38.
They have number-specific crew talk.
Yeah, for a Lion Chief, that's incredible.
And it's got a good horn on it.
I like the dome cars.
Yes.
And I really like the Broncos.
I think they have mechanical bells, which is good.
Yeah. It's accurate. I'd hope so.
Oh no, UP Flyer, go die.
Yeah, UP Flyer, bad. Pensy Flyer.
Die as well. Let's look at sounds, because some generic 080 shrill thing.
I knew they were going to come back with the Lion Chief 2.0 Tier 4s.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Alaska Freight. Don't tell Max Harris. Also, Baldwin 26. I'm heavily offended. Not accurate at all. And as having a relative who worked on that engine when in Jackson, Ohio,
I am.
I'm gonna cringe.
Sorry.
I'm
anyone
gonna buy
who's
every one and then just destroy the engine.
Yeah.
Now one thing I really like that they're doing is on the next page the
Baldwin 26. It says it's 04. No, it's a 06. Oh no.
No, hold on. It says inspired by
Baldwin 26 to 040.
Yeah.
Wrong. 060.
Yeah. Inspired. Therefore, we can get away with it.
No, but it should be inspired by the 06 though, not the 040.
Yeah, you'd think. However, people are stupid. I mean, like, here's the thing though. You'd probably be getting what a B6 if they did a correct 060 with it.
That would be less offensive than this.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I definitely like how they're doing the only Skeletrons has done this so far, and I'm glad to see at least trying to do it in another scale. Is the 2015 Lion Chief Tier 4?
Yes.
The demo, the real demo.
Let me get to that page real quick. Sorry, we are. My screen's gone black as we are changing venues.
What do you mean?
What do you mean your screen has gone black?
Well, no, I mean my face cam, which is probably a blessing to everybody else right now, but you know.
You haven't gone black.
Well, stream's got to catch up, but regardless. Hold on.
Did you walk down to your trainer?
Yes, I did. Shut up. Anywho, yeah, so we're down here with the N scale.
Union Pacific America Proud set.
Definitely.
Yeah, that GP38 has a god-awful paint scheme.
I don't hate it, but could be better.
At least it doesn't say people proud.
Yeah, you notice they're not doing a 70 ace there.
It's just a too complex paint job.
It's so funny that they sent it to storage.
They did?
Yeah, Union Pacific 1111 got sent to storage.
Yeah, they take back their statement.
They were getting. I found out from a buddy of mine who works in them. They were actually getting threats from furloughed employees to tag it.
Oh my gosh!
Like,
Look at the sounds of it.
Yeah, I want to know what does this bonga sound like?
I'm sorry, I'm just getting set back up with the thing. Anyways. Yeah, so... Anyways, what do you want to hear? The armor yellow one?
Turn that throttle. Okay.
Turn that throttle.
This is Union Pacific 2319. We are clear to depart. Turn that throttle. Let's get on our way.
Wow, that is really cringe.
Oh my god. Not a bad sounding horn for a Jeep, being honest. Especially if you need yard crap.
It's not bad, but it could be much better.
Hello?
Hello, sorry, what? Where are we at?
By the US 080, it has a really nice whistle.
Really? Well, let's find out.
It's like a Reading 6 chime.
Soldiers, get to your stations.
I'm here for it.
US 4522 conductor. Bullion load and tanker secure. Soldiers, get to your assigned stations. This train will depart.
I love how we're all playing it. We can hear it over each other.
Oh my god. Meanwhile, Thomas things.
No.
Can I just say, though, Garrett, I will say this about the Thomas: for $199, getting a Lion Chief Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle.
Whoa. Dude, we need to buy Percy.
Dude, okay. So this is
No
for...
one understands that locomotive better than me and the boys. Me and two of the boys.
Thank you for the DTNI shirt. But anyways, let's talk about the beauty that is the Lionel Lion Chief Percy. For those of you who are not aware, because I know who was there when it happened, and all three of us are in the room, and Vicky's not, but Vicky's probably not watching right now.
Yeah.
Hi, Vicky. Anyways, the Lion Chief Percy that Garrett's Club operates was getting abused all day by kids because, you know, kids are gonna kid. So later, towards the end of the show, it's like 5 o'clock. They go till 6. We're bored. We decide to put Percy on a freight train. I've contemplated just uploading the clip to Toledo Rail's YouTube channel. Percy pulled, what, 19 freight cars?
Oh, that was 36. I'm dumb. Maybe something like that. It was a lot, though.
Yeah.
Pretty heavy.
Point is, Percy is pretty bloody strong.
Yeah.
So,
But then the wheels were slipping like crazy.
Oh, just to get it started, once Percy was moving, the train got moving.
It was all in the name of science.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was in the name of science.
Am I the only one who's also noticed that Thomas, but at least the Lion Chief version, has a really long neck?
Yeah, it's because they have faces that come off and move. Meanwhile, the Toy Story set. Can I just say that it's kind of a cute 440?
Yeah, the side. I love how the side of the smoke box is like silver, and the smoke box door is black.
I'm kind of okay with it.
What I really like about it is that it's really giving me that W and ARR vibe.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's also giving me old man vibes because the locomotive number's 95 when the movie came out, and I just realized, oh god, it's gonna turn 25 this year.
Oh heck.
Oh heck.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Dude,
because I'm a kid,
you
the
get
Pizza
box
Planet
car
truck.
To Infinity Beyond, it's like that. There's like this Toy Story spoof where it's like Buzz and Woody are flying, and then Woody's like, Buzz, we missed the truck, and Woody says, we're not aiming for the truck, and then it clips to a 9/11 scene.
Well, you know.
Now on the next page, we clearly see the locomotive. We clearly see the locomotive that represents I am speed.
But it's not in Dynaco Blue.
No. New Rail fan does not like this.
Okay, real talk, I don't even like Cars. I thought it was a crap movie.
What?
Yeah, fight me on that.
Come on, we need every movie needs a young dick.
Dude, shout out to the
Lightning
Finding Nemo
McQueen
aquarium car, though.
Fits it perfectly. Finding Nemo, Toy Story, Inside Out. I did not like that movie.
Inside Out?
What movie? Inside Out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The next page, though, is something that really scares me.
Frozen 2?
You know what? If we're gonna get girls into this hobby, there you go.
Yeah, but
Why
really,
don't-
do you
why don't
think
they just listen to
Arendelle would
every-
have its own freaking steam engine with fire in it? It's like supposed to be frozen.
Yeah.
Honestly,
$80 for the Olaf's Frozen tank car? You're paying for the paint.
Yeah,
That's so
basically.
expensive.
That'd be the
what I'm
Disney
saying-
licensing.
Okay, I'm gonna get a bunch of hate for saying this, but honestly, I really wish this had one of those options that let us play through the silence. I really want to know what they're putting in this engine.
Yeah.
Illuminated tender.
What?
Now,
What? How?
What? Illuminated
Yeah.
tender?
Yeah, I think like that's like crystal shards
Like,
or
is the
something.
wood is like the wood, or is this supposed to be ice? Is it gonna like glow or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's a magical ice train.
Okay.
On the next page, I think
Ice spill tender.
the next page is something we've clearly seen before. We've seen them do this idea before.
Yeah, we've seen
God.
we've seen this exact Mickey set. It's back for another year. The removable
It's a cool
ears.
set, though.
F in the chat for anyone who has tunnels and would want this set, because you know,
Wait,
These are removable.
yeah,
are those are ears?
yeah, Mickey ears.
No, I'm seeing that now. That hurts me.
Okay,
Yeah.
the next page is my favorite railroad, or my favorite train set of the whole thing.
The Area 51 railroad on the Burt line.
Area
We
51.
now know what they're hiding in Area 51.
Yeah.
Area 51 Tier 4.
Okay, hold up. In addition to that, you get radiation green lit Fast track?
What? Yo! Okay, I'm paying for that.
This is $430. I might buy this train set.
It needs to be $420.
Wait a second, Jake. I just noticed, if you zoom in on the Tier 4, it says Roswell Division. That
So clutch.
Lionel, that's a nice touch.
Okay, Lionel. Okay, everyone, can we get a round of applause?
Area 51, souvenir stand. Can I get an animated Naruto runner? God, that's amazing.
This is AR 01. Got a clear signal. Extraterrestrial highway south out.
Again, going with locomotives that I would like to hear the crew talk on.
Boys, look, an alien. Yeah, crew talk for the orange fast track with the Halloween train.
Meanwhile,
we saw something like this last year too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. All right, what's the bell?
Is there no horn on this? Turn that throttle. My thirsty creatures are waiting.
Turn that back. My thirsty creatures are waiting for their undead delight.
Oh.
$5 the wolf howling is the tender.
And then like
or the
they
horn.
try to do some like zombie sounds. It literally just sounds like the dude did the sounds and then farted in the microphone.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, the bell on this thing's kind of cool though.
Magnificent! Right on schedule!
Okay, I'm just gonna forget I saw that.
I like the extra long boxcar.
You mean the smoking mechanical reefer for $200?
That is so worth $200.
Wait, where?
Actually, the
What?
trick-or-treaters is pretty cute.
Page.
Oh, I see it. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, scale too.
Oh my god.
The trick-or-treaters is cute. The haunted house is cute.
Record your own spooky sounds with our trolley announcement track.
That's a bad idea.
The rails are getting cut north of the Anheuser-Busch switch on the Burt line.
And they forced Frank Welker to do the Scooby-Doo set. Okay, that came from Nevin Cross. I mean, did they? Let's give it a listen.
These sounds.
Is that the horn?
Yeah, it's a 14-second loop horn for something that was just 1 second.
I love Scooby Snacks.
I love Scooby Snacks. Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Yeah, that's Frank Welker, all right.
Turn that throttle. Let's get out of here. Let's solve the mystery.
Wait, what?
Oh, Shaggy.
Okay. What? Okay, yeah, sure. You know what? Plays Ram Juniata Trolley. Jesus. What? Okay, so we're just gonna no mystery machine. Hogwarts Express set. We actually have a change up this year. The Dementor coach is now included on the regular Hogwarts Express set.
Whoa.
Yeah, Hornby came out with 1 in 00. It's flawless and it is accurate. As a British modeler, getting the Hornby version. Star Trek? Anyone?
Star Trek set. We got the multicolored headlights. Let's call the FRA.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, seriously, if you want anything Star Trek, just buy a Rapido Trains locomotive because they hide that in their engines. Like, genuinely, just do that. Hey, Jake.
Budweiser.
For the Burt line.
Okay, so do you really have to be 21 in order to buy this train set?
No.
Oh.
Legal reasons. Besides, I think it's tacky. Because, you know, just what I want on my set, just have a "this but's for you."
Yes.
For the record, I'm not anti-drinking. I love it, but if you seriously are like, I need to get myself an Anheuser-Busch Budweiser set, reevaluate your life choices.
How about this Southern 080 with the War Bond tender? Here for it?
Yeah, I'm here for that. Kind of reminds me of the Kansas City Southern one that MTH is
They
doing.
only want $200 for it.
You know what? Okay, can I just say what really yanks my chain on this?
What?
Is that this comes with full Baker valve gear, and the freaking Strasbourg set doesn't.
Ouch.
Like, watch me, seriously, watch me get the Strasbourg set, change the chassis. Meanwhile, Jeep 38s,
Yes.
Conrail Jeep 38, me like.
Oh no.
Burlington Northern 2085 with all the Heritage logos on it. Nice little touch. And what's the third one? Oh, chassis system. Wow, I actually, for some reason, didn't care about the chassis for a brief second. That's unlike
Hey guys,
me.
as much as I'd like to stay, I gotta get some homework done.
It's past
Sorry.
his bedtime.
No, I gotta do my homework.
Yeah. Okay, Batman stuff. Yo, we got any Batman fans in the chat? All
Shark repellent? What's up with this?
cringe.
Why is that a thing? Is that like part of the Batman thing? Is
Apparently,
he allergic to sharks or something?
it's
I don't
60s
know.
Batman.
Chevrolet and Ford semi-scale Autorex.
Yeah. Now,
Nice.
in 100% seriousness about the Autorax, I like those. However, I
No.
want to make this clear. I have never liked a kitschy, tacky brand boxcar by Lionel. Until they came out with the Looney Tunes range last year. I want to clarify.
No, nah.
These three boxcars very well may be purchased.
What?
Yeah, Robin Hood Daffy. That's genuinely one of the funniest. Like, that is one of my all-time favorite Looney Tunes cartoons.
Thrust.
Yeah. Very spin thrust, and it goes, yikes, and away! Poof, and then he hits a tree, and it repeats like 5 more times. That's funny as hell. I like that one. And then, my grandpa's favorite Looney Tunes character is Foghorn Leghorn. So,
Oh no, that's like the worst one.
yeah, he said Crocodoodle-Doo
That's a
isn't the best
douche.
cartoon, but, he, yeah, I'm, oh, why is Lightroom loading? No, get out. Lightroom, get out of here. Quit Lightroom. Yeah, but, anyways, yeah, the Looney Tunes cars, kinda really like those. What is wrong with me?
Some are black and white, that's neat.
Yeah. Hey, you
Here, oh my god.
need Coors Light,
Lionel Ale, okay, that's disgusting.
the Chugga Chugga Brew Through Bar.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. Featuring,
Generic
craft beer
logo
and spirits.
John Deere, black cars.
Yeah.
Farmer says yes.
Your farm boy here.
Burlington Northern 50th MUSA boxcar, okay.
Yeah, no, Burlington Northern turns 50 this year. Isn't that a kick in the head?
Ouch.
Yeah, feel old.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for all you boomers, literally, like, don't get me wrong, I can see why people would buy these, but literally, you're just paying for U.S. whatever branch of the military you want with a pinup girl on it. Like, come on.
What the boomers want.
Yeah, basically, sex and trains.
Yes.
There you
I had
go.
Stephen the Valley U last year.
Shut up.
Well, I guess, I don't know if it'd be considered 2 years ago. Probably 2 years ago.
Something like that. Meanwhile, actual, like,
Battlefield Honor.
Battlefield Honor Collection, like, okay, that's pretty cool. Checkpoint Charlie, Berlin Wall, I like that.
Yeah. Berlin Wall one's kind of busy for me.
Yeah. Shout out to the candy bombers though. Like Operation Vittles, I'm actually surprised that's a thing. Desert Storm, Memorial Day, Korean, Vietnam. Personally, these don't do it for me. They're not my thing. I don't come from a military family, but genuinely, I think that's nice.
Yeah. People who want them.
Yeah, for if you want them, you're good. Meanwhile, they have the presidential cars. Curiously, they are inching up a little closer. This year, they did Herbert Walker Bush, probably to cash in on his death still, like they're milking the funeral train like every other company. But along with, if you're a big fan of William Henry Harrison, Garfield, Harding, or Taft,
Yeah.
or Woodrow Wilson,
You know, but
Yeah.
I like to think there's someone out there who legitimately is collecting all of these boxcars, and if you are, good on you.
Good for you.
I'm not, but good for you. I want to see that video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, making a return appearance from last year is the 6-pack of 027. Oh, shoot. There you go.
Yes.
Here, you got really big.
NNW, Peabody,
Yeah.
UP, CSX, Norfolk Southern, Pennsylvania Power and Light, and Reading.
See, here's my thing. I have a theory about this. This is the Menards effect.
Yep.
Because if you divide those up for a 6-pack, that's like $25 or something like that. Yeah, $25.
About the price of Menards car.
Yeah, Menards car is $20, so that's like $5 for the Lionel label. Like, you tell me that isn't a reaction to the market of people getting Menards cars, because they run good.
Yeah.
Like, they're actually pretty solid, and I think they're forcing the 027 market to come down to reality, which, good on them.
Yeah. Nick, I'm going to get you a personalized caboose.
Please don't.
It's going to say happy birthday.
Kill you.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. No. Meanwhile, the Christmas range.
Is this a B6?
Yeah, it's a Legacy B6. Meanwhile, for the Polar Express, we're back. I mean, not much to say. I have one of the original run Polar Expresses. Still runs amazing. I don't know.
Creamy hot chocolate.
Creamy hot chocolate.
That was our jam on our North Pole Express chase.
Yeah, we did North Pole Express chases. We'd be chasing 1225 up to Ashley.
Where I got
Owasso to
the
Ashley.
best hot chocolate of my entire life.
Yes.
Homemade in Ashley, Michigan.
The Ashley, Michigan. You mean the North Pole?
Remember my freaking thermos I got? I filled it up.
Yes.
That was so much.
And this is really petty, but like I'm happy Lionel did this regarding the Polar Express coaches this year. The skiing hobo and the announcement coach, they offered with the traditional black roof because on the 15th anniversary they put snow on the roof, which would completely screw up my consist. I'm that petty, so you know.
Whoa, you got more of them too. That's kind of cool. Oh, this year they offered them both in black roof and snowy roof.
Yeah. That's a nice little touch. Meanwhile, the Elf Bobber car, I think that's adorable. I think it was the Lionel Signature Edition or the 2019 Volume 2. They introduced these little bobber work train things, which are just darling. And I think that with a Polar Express, that's just cute.
Yeah, I love like on the last page there's that Polar Express coach with the conductor announcing.
Yes.
That's really cool. I love that too.
Yes.
But yeah, all these Polar Express things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of milking it a little bit for me, but I think it is cute. How much they want $450 for it though?
Yeah.
These little tiny cars they're not making them cheap, tell you what.
They are not.
No.
Meanwhile, Polar Express accessories, station, gateman, caribou.
Oh, scale. Heck.
No. Disney Christmas. Yay.
They want $219 for one hobo car and a scale one.
Lit.
$220 for one car?
Yeah,
what?
basically.
Excuse me? Yeah, no one's going to pay that.
Yeah. Hey, hold on
No
just a
one's
second,
gonna
Garrett.
pay
Hold
that.
the fort on the chat.
Polar Express or piggybacks. 125. Jesus. Man, this is rough. This is rough. Personalized stuff. I'm dead. Yep. Ooh, more accessories. It's probably getting really long. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
The boys' home. That's new. I think maybe. I don't know. You got all they made everything from this set. This is insane. Passenger station, fictional. Okay, cool. Whoa, Disney Christmas set.
Disney
You didn't
Christmas
have
set.
enough already. We got some more flashy hot pink 080s.
Well, this time it's cherry red.
We got a we got a bonga and the flippin' Christmas paint legacy version. Okay. I low key almost kind of like the North Pole Limited set. North Pole Central Snowflake Limited.
It's surprisingly subdued.
It's a Legacy B6.
The Legacy B6 is
hopper,
flashy.
A stock car, and a Northeastern caboose for $1,000.
I actually think that the freight stock is pretty good on that. Locomotive, but you know.
It's just kind of busy for me. But I don't really have a Christmas layout. But I would, if I had a Christmas layout, I would totally be on the lookout for that or for 1225 for sure. Sled X, guaranteed Christmas delivery.
Sled X.
I do like some of the O scale Christmas stuff.
Yeah, O scale, but you gotta have some money for that. And
yeah, maybe when I get a big boy job.
Maybe.
Whoa, they have lighted fast track too.
Yeah, so this is what they're doing with the Area 51 thing, and I think this is a cute gimmick. This little cheapy $300 set. Yeah.
It's $60 for a 4-pack of the track though.
I mean, it's expensive, but you know.
It's so cool.
Or you could just pay $300 for that little set right there and get a complete oval of it for your Christmas tree.
Wait, where's that at?
With the little you get the 8 fast track and the 4 curves included with that little 040.
For $300.
For $300.
Is it Lion Chief? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lion Chief.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I really like the lighted track.
Yes.
Festive as hell. I kind of am getting down with the Christmas thing a little bit.
I kind of am as well. Like on the
Would
next...
I buy one right now? No.
No.
When I'm an adult? Yes.
Maybe. Now, I do like on the next page with the Lion Chief Christmas Light Express set.
Ooh.
Also, I just want to point out, and I think this is a nice touch, with all of the locomotives on this Christmas offering, it's $12.21 for the Legacy B6, $12.24 for the little tank engine, and then this one is $12.20. So I like how they're
they're all around Christmas.
Yeah, I like that. But this is kind of like when they did the Union Pacific cars that had the little flickering lights in them. The lights on the side of the boxcar for the Christmas tree and the season holiday season's greetings, happy holidays one, those light up. Meanwhile, they have the Thomas Kincade sets, which I personally never liked. I think they're just incredibly busy.
Yeah.
Click for sounds. Oh boy. What does it sound like?
Yes.
Whistle. Hello, Pensy 3. Probably got zucked for that, but you know. Meanwhile, the Winter Wonderland set. Yay. I don't know.
Oh, that's the 080 that I liked. It was cool, kind of.
A white 080?
WW. Yeah, maybe not. I take that back.
Alright, well, this one got a good whistle? Same
one.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they have the Fragile or National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Just what you need.
Oh yes.
Or just watch the movie.
Beautiful.
I think that's fine. And then they have
the Angela Trotta Thomas passenger set. 3 different color coaches. That's kind of sharp.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the significance of this lady, though, but whatever.
I don't know if she's an artist who works for the company or what. I'm not entirely sure with it, but she has a nice little collection.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we just...
Lion Chief GP38, North Pole Central.
Shout out to the little transfer caboose, though.
The Christmas Boxcar 2020 is kind of cute.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty much how I feel about all these. I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah, I'm starting to kind of skip through it.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel when it comes to the Christmas stuff.
Concert hall with conductors, alright.
Yeah. So, that concert...
Oh, it's a speaker! It's a speaker! You can...
Yeah, so you can crank your tunes through there. So imagine paying $275 just to blast Filthy Frank through there.
Wow.
Then again, I would really test the limits on the base, and I would just immediately go for snakes and tracksuits.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I still want to get a smoke fluid loader.
yeah. Hey Garrett, how about the newsstand in the top left corner? I'm gonna just wait for you to look
Fake news.
I just want to say that
Yes.
as much as an aspiring journalist, I personally hate it. However, I respect the fact that at least it has left side and right side fake news.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's
Also, shout out to the
beautiful.
Taco Laughing Cactus. I would personally blank that out and put El Vaquero just for Garrett.
You mean La Carreta?
La Carreta. El Vaquero's our Mexican restaurant. Why? Lightroom.
Yes.
Lightroom, get out of here.
Yes.
Dude, Lightroom.
Yeah, the smoke fluid loader is so cool. It's like back and forth thing of the boom arm fine controlled release of smoke fluid, fully programmable with ID, quick drain feature for storage and thing, large reservoir inside fuel tank, command operation only. But it's so cool. You could like pull your engine up into the terminal and actually use your terminal by actually adding smoke to your engines.
Also, shout out to the
without
fact that
making a
it's,
big mess.
it's Keystone
Yeah.
fluid, so it would look good.
But I don't know how it would look with I don't know how it would work with like whistle reservoirs or whatever.
Yeah, they've had this accessory for a long time, and I personally think that it would be. I don't know if they accounted for that, but I will say shout out to the fact that the culvert loader is back. You know,
I want a smoke fluid loader really bad. I kind of forgot about them.
Yep. Oh shoot.
I also want a Pensy Y3. Fight me. I want to find one.
Pensy
Burning
Y3.
buildings, lumber shed kit for $35. Oh, there's also O gauge. These are in scale buildings.
Yeah. It's pretty much scaled up old model power
Fridges.
tooling.
O gauge. But I almost bought this bucking feed and tack stuff. But no, I still have to build my kit, by the way.
Oh, did it come in the mail?
Oh, here we go. Special trolley announcement track. Enhance your trolley layout experience with a 15-inch fast track piece. Allows you to record your own special announcement. You gotta stop on the track. The track section then plays your special station announcements. And there's three. And then you can have 3 announcements. Yada 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 yada. That is freaking cool, though.
Here's the thing, though, about that. Is it just specifically for that trolley, or could I get any trolley that I have and do the same thing?
I don't know.
Rico Station's nice, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Telegraph poles.
Hey, you
Cell
want a
phone poles, I guess.
Banjo?
Yes. Loading, unloading ramp. That is kind of a neat touch, honestly. Little ramp to have at like a rail yard or something.
Yes.
$25. Yeah, I can see it, I guess.
The lighted figures are back.
Smoking Tony.
Smoking. Hey, Smoking Tony, how you doing?
Also, shout out to the millennials. Yes. By the way,
what?
yeah, they came out with a millennial pack last year, and I still love how they haven't made it yet because they still have the JPEG image. It's two
Where
girls.
is it?
It's 2 girls with a selfie stick. Some hipster guy who kind of looks like PewDiePie. Girl taking a selfie. Asian lady with headphones on, and then like some hipster trendy.
What page
black
is
guy.
it on?
We're on page 198, my dude, right below Smokin' Tony.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the maintenance away coolers. I personally appreciate the water cooler. I'm here for that.
You put that in the cab of your, or on the tender of 765 and be accurate.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's prototypical.
Yeah.
What else we got? Sitting people on bench, and then you have your standard figures, which it's like
M&O's.
Yeah. Loader looker figure pack. There we go. Loggers. You could probably put the one logger in there. Kind of flatten it to like a pickaxe and say he's cutting coal.
Mm,
Cows. You need any cows, Garrett?
no.
And meanwhile, Fast Track.
Expensive, but low-key worth it.
Fast Track's a necessary evil. It's like, you do what you do. Also, shout out to 148 for an 048's throw. God, help me. What else we got in the track packs? I mean, other than that, the Fast Track, it's like, if they actually added something new, I would be genuinely surprised.
Mm-hmm.
And track plans
HO scale stuff, NS4000.
Yeah. I mean,
we're ready to play. This is like G scale. HO's in its own thing.
Yeah, which I'll get to. Oh, heck. I went all the way to the front, and now I'm going to the ready to play. Where the heck are we? Yeah, Toy Story. Also, can I just say on the G-Gauge Toy Story set, the tender looks more jank. However, you get the silver smoke box door on the G-Gauge set.
Yes.
Figure that out, because I can't. Frozen set. It's bad, but it's not. The Frozen set. It's bad, but it's not as bad as the 27 one, ironically. Thomas, who... here's the face of your nightmares, boys.
Wait, where's the HO catalog? Is it going to be released later this year?
Yeah, so, they have the G-Gauge stuff. Let's talk about that O-Gauge, or HO Gauge catalog.
What?
So, what?
Dude, Legacy is an American Flyer now.
Yeah, you want to go through the American Flyer catalog?
No.
Okay. So...
Get a Legacy Burke and American Flyer.
Yeah. So where's that disclaimer about the
Dude,
HO?
they're making CNO 2697. I better have a Hancock.
Yeah, I know. So, folks, about that,
Quilling Whistle, oh my god, it's literally freaking O-Gauge.
About that HO range, kids. Lionel, if you're like me, and who has seen the Lionel HO range and went, hey, this Burke looks like hot booty. You're right. However, I was personally told that they're looking at redesigning the tooling, which is nice. So that way they're going to redesign the tooling on the Burke so that way it looks like a Burke, which is going to be pretty nice. Like I said, they're going to be featuring 3 new engine types, more rolling stock, which is going to be based on the model power tooling, but you are getting metal couplers, metal wheels, and I think that's a pretty good deal, personally. I'm a fan of the HO range as it is. They're going to be adding a theater car, which sounds like probably a built-in camera for your HO range, which I'm meh on. But Lionel is going to be launching it as its own catalog, and I'm pretty hyped about that. So I'm very excited to see what they're going to do. I don't know. They're in good hands. He kind of reassured me a lot on it because I told him, I'm personally on the fence, and like the second they change up the Burke or like formally say or announce that we are changing up the Burke, sign me up.
Yeah, you're crazy for that HO stuff.
Yeah. But I don't know, if Lionel's serious about getting in the HO range, I'm pretty hyped about that.
Man, I've been sitting for too long.
Yeah. Ooh. So all in all, Garrett, what are your thoughts on the Lionel 120 range? Yeah.
Well, I mean, personally, this is like a more scale guy. Kind of disappointed a little bit, but the stuff they are making is really good. I was maybe hoping for a little more variety, but I mean, they covered most of the general bases. Big steam, little steam, early diesel, late diesel. But there are some good sets this year that I would keep my eye out on. But they are appealing to the younger generations with the 27 stuff in the sets, which is great. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's really a good catalog, and I think it'll be good. So,
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Personally, like I said, the Detroit Edison coal hoppers, it's like, you have my interest on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my
Just get that paint schemes right and make the prices fair, and you can't go wrong.
Yes.
From there, at least. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I could bore you guys with the Hornby range, but you know some of us have to work tomorrow. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it for this live stream, guys. I am going to go to the thing. I want to thank you all for joining. Please subscribe to Toledo Rails. Subscribe to PewDiePie. You know, go with that. But yeah, no, y'all have a good time, and
Yes.
keep on watching and keep on watching them trains. I don't know. I don't have an out tag. I'm cringe at that. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.